Howdy everybody. So we're going to take a quick look at a new pack premium that's going to be coming out for China in this new update. And I'm on the dev server right now, obviously. I can't actually test everything because I'm not a content partner with Gaijin quite yet. We're working on it, but we'll get there one day. But I can show what I can. I can work on what I can actually try. But let's take a quick look at the ZTZ96A. Now, this update is bringing in a lot of vehicles that, well, not a lot, but bringing in vehicles that have hard kill protection systems. We've already had active protection systems in the game that don't shoot down incoming projectiles. This is one of them that does not have that. This one will basically have an ATGM shot at it, confuse it, and it goes flying off in a different direction. It doesn't actually shoot it down, but it will protect the vehicle. Now, there's no way to tell right now how well this one will do compared to the other ones because I can't really test it, but it's not going to be able to shoot down projectiles. Now, there's a trade-off with this vehicle compared to the ZTZ96 that's in the tech tree, and we'll look at that really quick. But first, let's take a quick look at the armor so I can do the comparison. We're going to be testing it out against its own round, which is a very good 125mm dart, which is, honestly, I think it's a little bit better than the 3BM42, give or take. Well, let's test it against that at 500. The lower plate, obviously, pretty much anything's going to fly through. And then the upper plate is, you're not going to shoot through it. Now, obviously, being this kind of design, taking a lot of inspiration from like T-72s and Soviet designs, you can shoot right here and basically knock it out. Kind of like that. But on the other ZTZ96, when you get up to the turret, you wouldn't be shooting through. This thing has a very, very easy turret to pin. Now, as you can see, it's only about 330, give or take, on the equivalent protection. In some spots, obviously, you can't pin like that one. It just has a few, but the majority of it's going to be very easy to go through, which is an issue. But let's take another quick look. You can look at the model and everything like that of what kind of protection system this is, and it'll tell you the sector that it protects, vertically and horizontal. And it looks like it's not a very wide arc that it can protect from. And they're also shaping in a weird direction. They're kind of tilted outwards, but I'm going to assume that they meet somewhere in the middle. Like they have a convergence so they can protect the whole front of the vehicle. Like I said, I don't have any way to test it, but let's look at the one in the tech tree really quick, and I'll show you the difference on the armor. The hull is pretty much the same. The turret is where the difference is. Now, same round, obviously lower plate not getting through, upper plate, or getting through down here, but the upper plate we're not getting through. The turret, we're not getting through either until you get closer around the gun. The outer sides of the turret have a lot more protection. The roof of the turret obviously doesn't, but the cheeks have added on armor where the other one doesn't. Now, let's take a quick look back at this one, and we'll take it out for a test drive so I can show you. Alright, so we're out here, so we can test drive it now. So, fire control system on this is basically the same to the one that's in the tech tree. And comparing this to the terms has a very good variable zoom and very good thermals. This does not have a variable zoom, and it does not have very good thermals. These are first gen ones, and you can't even tell what that vehicle was if you hadn't already been looking at it before. Basically a white blob, but we can still shoot at it. We do get a laser, laser rangefinder, and we can shoot straight through the cheek of that Abrams. I'm not entirely sure if that's an IPM1 or an M1 from here, but you know, we're flying straight through it with this dart. Still pretty good. The heat round, pretty average for a 125, nothing super crazy, 480 pin, and we can shoot straight through the front of that. The HE round, though, is pretty good. So let's take a shot over here at this Leopard. Having 5 kilos of HE, you can do some damage to other MBTs if they're hull down and you can't get through the front of their turret for whatever reason. Now, stuff like the Russian ones are going to be kind of different, but I should be able to. You have to hit it pretty perfectly to get it to detonate. We'll try to do it really quick. Like that. So, HE rounds, pretty good. Darts, pretty good. Heat, pretty good, but you have the darts and the HE. I don't really see why you'd be using the heat, but movement, pretty decent on this. It's about average. Now, the reverse speed, not good at all, but you knew that already. You knew what you were expecting. But comparing this for a new premium, it's not a bad vehicle whatsoever. It's going to be meh at best. It's not going to be like the terms. Comparing this to the Tech Tree one, you're losing out on the armor of it, and you got to be kind of ready for it when you do get it. But one benefit you do get is the APS system on the turret. So, anyways, guys, I will hopefully see you later on the dev server with some other stuff. I've been having some issue trying to record stuff on here. Tell me what you think. If you want to see anything else before the dev server shuts down, I have a few things that I can try to show. So anyways, guys, I will see y'all later.